The connection between Yechida and Rebbe and Chassidus and Mashiach and the future is we found the truth, we explain the truth, we devote ourselves to the truth, you got a great world. And where do human beings get to be truthful? I don't mean honest. Truth with a capital T. How do human beings, creations that are not true, what talent do we have that enables us to recognize truth, to respond to truth, and to become true? The Yechida. That's why the final message, a radical message that no other Rebbe ever told us before, because truth has to be revealed gently, gradually, in increments that we can handle. So in the seventh generation, and towards the end of the seventh generation, the Rebbe let us know that in the Yechida of our soul, there is Mashiach. Which means, in practical terms, that as long as Mashiach isn't here, our soul is in pain. Because it's not God who needs Mashiach, it's not a Rebbe who needs Mashiach. Emes demands Mashiach. And Emes is your Yechida. So you demand Mashiach as much as the Rebbe does, as much as God does. So the objective, the goal of bringing Mashiach is not a mesiras nefesh on our part. It's not that we're offering our services. God wants Mashiach, okay, we'll help you. We'll do a good deed, we'll bring Mashiach. It's not a foreign divine need that we are volunteering to serve. It's our need because our neshama is divine, the Yechida of the neshama. So once a Rebbe puts you in touch with your Yechida, in your Yechida, everything is there. Then Mashiach is your issue. And that's a practical lesson that we need to come away with. There was a time when the Rebbe wanted Mashiach, and we will, we're Chassidim. How can you sit there and listen to the Rebbe cry for Mashiach and not help? So we were like doing him a favor. Oh, you want Mashiach so badly, can we help? The Rebbe said, no. That's why Mashiach is not here yet. Don't do me a favor. You need him because of your Yechida. And when you feel that, the only way to experience Yechida is to get everything else out of the way. You can't make Yechida. There's no activity that can get you there. It's like counting 49 days of the Omer, and then the 50th day will happen. There's nothing you can do to make it happen, because that's coming from above as a response. There's nothing you can do to get to Yechida. If you remove everything else, if there's no blockage, then it can do its thing and have its effect. So getting everything else out of the way, that's the... So when you do a mitzvah for an ulterior motive, something's getting in the way. If you could do a mitzvah without an ulterior motive, then your Yechida kicks in. In other words, if I really don't need the mitzvah, I'm not trying to prove anything, I don't want to get to heaven, I'm not trying to be a tzaddik, I'm not looking for kavod, and I do the mitzvah, the chemical reaction is the mitzvah and the Yechida have a certain relationship. When I let the Yechida do the mitzvah, then it's God getting what he needs. It's his mitzvah, he's getting it, I'm not getting in the way. So as we practice doing mitzvahs for him and not for ourselves, and to make it easier, it's a strange, ironic kind of thing, to make it easier for us to do the mitzvah for him, Golus takes away all of our ulterior motives. To make sure that nothing gets in the way, you don't even know how to be a tzaddik. You don't even want to be a tzaddik. And honor, you're going to get honor for doing a mitzvah? Nobody's going to honor you. In fact, you're going to have to justify yourself to the whole world. Why are you so frum? Why are you doing this? Why? You're not getting any honor. You're not getting any tangible benefits. You don't even see why you're doing it. And that's because we're so low. We're so clueless as to what is holy, what is not holy. So, by default, what can we do? We can let the Eibush to have his mitzvah. I don't know what I'm doing. Which is perfect. It's like true tzedakah. Do you really feel like giving tzedakah? Are you really that generous? Are you a philanthropic person? Are you? No. The guy said he's hungry. What am I going to do? So I gave him the food. He's hungry. I gave him the food. Perfect. You didn't get in the way. So when you do a mitzvah without any particular talent, you're not getting in the way. So in the olden days, when people did have talent, how did they remove those talents and let the mitzvah just be a mitzvah? Oh, that was a job. Did you really remove yourself? You still have a little bit of an ulterior motive? You really enjoy doing that mitzvah, don't you? Because you're a tzaddik. You can't help it. Today we have no such problem. And that's why you stop a guy in the street and ask him to put on tefillin. Well, why would he? The answer is, he wouldn't. Without the yechida of his soul, he wouldn't. And that's why it's not just, well, really, if he puts on tefillin one time, is that really meaningful? I put on tefillin all the time because I'm frum. So that's the problem. You put it on all the time because you're frum. He put it on? He didn't put it on. There was no him. It was directly from his yechida to the tefillin. There was no interference of anything. So when a guy in the street rolls up his sleeve and says, yeah, I'll put on tefillin, what are you looking at? What are you seeing? That's yechida.